When you think of art, do you look for truth or for imagination? Art can show us reality or carry us into dreams. Realism and surrealism stand at these two extremes, one rooted in truth and the other in imagination. In this video, we'll explore what defined realism and surrealism and why they still matter today. Realism emerged in France in the mid-19th century. At the time, many artists were tired of polished, idealized paintings of myths, history, and grand heroes. Instead, they turned their attention to ordinary life, farmers in the fields, workers on the streets, and everyday people going about their routines. Their goal was simple: to show the world exactly as it was, without romanticizing or exaggerating. One of the leading figures was Gustave Courbet. His painting, The Stonebreakers from 1849, shocked audiences of the time. It showed two laborers breaking rocks on the side of the road, a subject considered far too common, even ugly, to be called art. Another example is Jean-François Millet's The Gleaners. It depicted women collecting leftover grains after harvest, a quiet but powerful image of both dignity and hardship. Soon, artists across Europe began to tackle social issues more directly. They painted poverty, inequality, and the struggles of industrialization. Realism was filled with compassion and close observation, and it insisted that even the humblest subjects were worthy of attention. By focusing on the unpolished truth of daily life, realist painters challenged the traditions of academic art. They gave a voice to people who had rarely been represented on canvas. In the end, realism became more than a style. It revealed the art that can be found in the simplest moments of life. The public had mixed reactions to surrealism. Some were fascinated by its dreamlike and fantastical imagery, while others were puzzled by its strange and unconventional scenes. Surrealism emerged in Paris in the 1920s after the devastation of the First World War. Artists and writers were searching for new ways to explore the human mind. Influenced by Sigmund Freud's ideas about dreams and the unconscious, they believed true creativity came from unlocking the hidden parts of the psyche. Surrealist art often looks dreamlike and irrational. Everyday objects are placed in unusual settings, creating images that feel both familiar and unsettling. The goal was not to show life as it appeared, but to reveal the inner world of thoughts, fears, and desires. One of the most famous surrealists was Salvador Dalí. His painting, The Persistence of Memory, from 1931, with its melting clocks draped across a barren landscape, shocked audiences of the time. It suggested that time itself could bend and dissolve like a dream. Another was René Magritte. Known for witty and thought-provoking images such as The Treachery of Images, which challenges us with the phrase, "This is not a pipe." Works like these forced viewers to question what they were seeing and rethink the nature of reality. Surrealism was not limited to painting. It spread into literature, photography, film, and even fashion. For many artists, it felt like liberation, a chance to create without boundaries. In the end, surrealism proved that art could be more than reality. It could also become the language of dreams. Realism and surrealism may seem like complete opposites, and in many ways, they are. Realism looked outward, grounded in careful observation. Artists wanted to capture life truthfully, focusing on farmers, workers, and the everyday realities of society. Surrealism, on the other hand, turned inward. Instead of showing what was visible, it turned toward the unseen images of the mind. Their subjects could not have been more different. Realists painted the familiar, fields, factories, and crowded streets. Surrealists painted the strange and unexpected, like landscapes that could only exist in a dream, drawing viewers into another world. Even their purposes set them apart. For realism, art was a mirror of society, a way to highlight truth, dignity, and sometimes injustice. For surrealism, art was a doorway into the subconscious, a way to free the mind from rules, tradition, and logic. Realism showed us life as it is, while surrealism imagined life as it might be. One kept us grounded in reality, the other carried us into dreams. Realism and surrealism did not end with their time. Both continued to shape the course of art and culture in powerful ways. Realism paved the way for photography, film, and documentary art. Its focus on ordinary people and truthful storytelling continues in everything from photojournalism to modern cinema. Realism taught us that everyday life is worth looking at closely. That is why a gritty social drama in film or a street photograph can feel so powerful, because both carry forward the belief that ordinary life carries its own truth and meaning. This message continues to shape how we tell stories across every medium. Surrealism reshaped the language of imagination, and its influence spread widely. In literature, writers experimented with automatic writing to tap into the subconscious. In film, directors like Luis Buñuel and later David Lynch used surreal imagery to blur the line between dream and reality. Surrealist ideas also influenced photography, theatre, and fashion, opening new ways to combine the ordinary with the unexpected. From cinema screens to digital art, echoes of realism and surrealism are all around us. Together, they remind us that whether through truth or through dreams, art remains one of the most powerful ways we shape how we think and feel. Realism and surrealism may have started in different centuries, but their ideas still speak to us today. They show us that art can be both a mirror of the world around us and a window into the mind. When you think of art, do you look for reality or for dreams? Which one resonates with you most? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.